Good afternoon, ladies, gents and Pikachus. A little bit more information on the Stephen Hawking midget complex fucking thing that I just did a minute ago, right? Obviously, I pissed off all of the creators that I like who have done a video on this, which is most of them, because they're all on Twitter. They regurgitate what Twitter tells them straight away without thinking, without any research. And that's why it makes me so angry. Think of it like this. Why would Twitter be talking about Stephen Hawking and showing you partial information to make him look bad and to make you assume something really bad now? Well, I'll tell you, it's because it's his birthday next week. You bloody idiots. It's his birthday on the 8th of January, which is next week. And what do you think will be happening on Stephen Hawking, his birthday, where everyone remembers his life? They'll be going through all the stuff that he discovered, all the maths and science which he thought of, which we use, which led to discoveries and inventions and the betterment of society. Not to mention his Medal for Science Communication, which awarded millions of dollars worth of stuff to schools based off the back of popular culture. I mean, that was genius itself. Who can do that? Who can generate millions and millions of dollars of equipment for little kids in school, computer science labs, off the back of people like, Brian Cox or whoever, irrelevant non-science guys who claim to be scientists? Those guys are worthless to the science in schools. But Stephen Hawking, with his fucking intelligence, made millions of dollars and kitted out these schools with computers and science labs and stuff. And that is what we shall be remembering on January the 8th next week, when we remember his life. So I'm sorry, like, especially Paz, right? Paz has said to me, oh dear, get a sense of humour. It's like, fucking no, mate. It was bang out of order what you said. Not because you said it. You could have said it and then at the end said the true bit. And then it would have been funny. I would have laughed with you. But you just didn't bother. You just said the propaganda bit. You didn't append it with any truth. You didn't put the context of, the birthday coming up next week, or that comment being out of one of his books that was written years before that photo was ever taken. So you took the commie fucking bullshit propaganda off Twitter. Elon's fucking Twitter, by the way. Elon is a commie. You took Elon's commie bullshit off of Elon's commie Twitter and you spread it far and wide across the internet to your people. And I just thought, no, sorry, Paz, it's disgusting. And sorry, well, XYZ other people, I won't name because they're not even, they haven't even got thousands of people. It's not on. And the reason they are doing this is because they are attacking Western culture. So when you further those videos and you say those things and you don't stick the true bit on the end of the narrative, that's what you did. You just regurgitated the narrative that they want you to regurgitate so that people assume something bad about a good person and they can go, fuck you, Western society. That's what you're doing. So that's why I'm offended on behalf of Stephen Hawking and his family. And I think, how fucking dare you say those things without appending it? It's like you're having a Joker evil laugh. You're having an evil fucking 5-minute laugh at a dead paraplegic, making out he's a paedophile or a pervert, that he was at this island for that reason when he wasn't. And he didn't even say the comment that you said at that thing. Like I said, the comment is out of his book, was written years before, and he was still able to move a little bit, and he was asked by someone, what will you be doing when you're completely paralysed? Because he knew, he could see it coming, that he was going to be 100% paralysed, lose his sight and his hearing and everything else before he died. And live like a fucking cocooned human spirit stuck inside a brick stone body. He knew that was coming. And he had absolute dignity about it. He didn't drop a single F, didn't get angry like I'm doing now, didn't make any fucking sick jokes like you're doing. No, he had dignity in defeat and death. It really upsets me that people just... Look, I'm not having a go at you or any of the other creators personally. I'm just making the point. This kind of thing is exactly what we shouldn't be putting out on the internet, because people are thick. They don't know to go and read, books and do research and investigative stuff. We are supposed to be doing that for them and then giving them the summary so that they don't have to bother, because they won't and they can't be bothered. But as soon as we get lazy, as soon as we can't be bothered, we are leading the lemmings off a cliff, and that's what we're doing here. So in conclusion, okay, yeah, it was a funny comment that Stephen Hawking himself made in one of his books before he was paralysed. It was funny then and it's funny now. But what is not funny is attaching that comment to a more recent photo of absolutely no link to it, had nothing to do with it, and then using it to produce propaganda before his birthday celebration next week to try and make people assume something which is wrong using a little grain of truth. Propaganda. Like, I've done a million videos about it. And these are the people they attack. Our role models, our intellectual icons. The people who built the pillars of our Western society. You are supposed to be a person who is defending Western society, aren't you? Like, come on, Paz. I'm going to single you out for this one, actually, because at least the other guys that I watched did actually at least say at the end, this comment's out of a book. Or they said something, or they said Stephen Hawking was a good guy. They didn't just shit all over the memory of this dead paraplegic and just trash his life and, you know, let people assume what they're going to assume, which is exactly what this propaganda on Twitter was about. And by the way, it's meant to lead you away from the truth, which is, why was Elon Musk there? Why was Elon Musk on Pedo Island? Which he wasn't paraplegic. He wasn't blind and deaf. He was young, fit and healthy. And he was surrounded by women there. So why was Elon Musk at fucking Pedo Island? You ever ask yourself that, Paz? I think you should ask yourself that. In fact, I would love to see a video from you, Paz, saying that. Why was Elon Musk at Pedo Island when he was surrounded by the people that he was? Go and do a bit of research about who else was there, because you can get it all online. And then have the discussion in your head and present the summary in a video. And I'll fucking like the shit out of that video. Incidentally, I did like your other video, even though it made my blood boil. Because I know it's not you that came out with that propaganda. You just didn't think it to its conclusion before you did the video. And that's why you didn't put the summary on the end. And it's like the other two chaps that I watch, they didn't do the thinking either, but like I say, at least they put the thing at the end that says he was a good guy. So anyway, that's the conclusion of this video. I'm beside myself with this. Like, we are literally watching enemies of this country shoot down each little bit of our Western culture and our democracy and shit all over us and make us look and feel terrible for absolutely no good reason, with no truth to it. It's all lies, it's all propaganda. We're watching this every single day. And then I watch the channels that I watch, who are supposed to be Western centric, don't do any research, they just add to it. Just like, we'll lose the war. We will lose the culture war, and this country will be communist. That is how they do it. They get you in the head. They don't bother with the military. They don't bother with the politics. The war is against the people, you and I, who are speaking to other people, and it's against them. So when we release our videos, we should think hard about who we are going to say what about, and make sure the narrative is complete. So people don't have to assume, was Stephen Hawking a pervert? No, he wasn't. Was he a paedophile? No, he wasn't. Why was he on Pedo Island then? Because Elon Musk paid him to give a speech about his companies. That's why he was there. He didn't want to be there, but he was working effectively. He needed money, like, you know, people that monetize their channels need money, and that's fair enough. But you can't shit on someone for being a good person. You just can't. Especially when they're an icon of Western culture. Like, come on, think it through. Oh, so that's the end of this video. I'm going to have my cup of tea now, but just, please, just think about it. Think about what you're saying and doing and the effect that it has. Like, I've got less than 1,000 people, and I would never dream of saying that with an incomplete narrative. I wouldn't let people assume. I wouldn't lead them down the garden path and then leave them there to assume whatever propaganda nonsense they were going to assume. When I'm talking about someone of importance to culture and history, of, you know, our culture, I would say, blah, 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 the joke. Here's the actual truth at the end. You know, thanks a lot, bye. And that's what I hope to see from all my creators, especially Paz. I love your channel, mate. I really do. That's why it hurts so much. Just feel like you kicked me in the balls with that one, personally. I really do. Whatever, I got no sense of humour. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Last week, Winston Churchill was a racist. This week, Stephen Hawking's a pervert. Where does the propaganda from Twitter end? Everyone should stop using Twitter. It's just a cesspool. Anyway, that's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. Bye-bye.